Hello.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
406
Broncos. Ha.
I'm Mac.
I'm Dakota. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and talk about the game against Cincinnati. That puts us at 3 games in a row that we've won. We're going to talk about our upcoming game against San Francisco. Yes. But the big news of the day, Emmanuel Sanders is out for the season. Torn Achilles in practice. Big loss. Big loss.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Breaks my heart, man. I don't think I ever see that guy, actually injured.
I know, he gets hit hard, too, and he gets right back up.
I guess he had some ankle injuries last year, but nothing like a torn something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man.
So
out for season.
We need Deshaun Hamilton to step up big time now. He needs to step into that role, and then we got guys like River Craycraft. We just signed. Of course, his name would escape me. Bills guy.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Andre Holmes.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
His name is? Can't remember.
So signed him. We will see how that goes. I mean, he's just an extra body at this point. I think it's all going to come down to Sutton and
Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah. Those guys are going to have to carry the load.
We're going to rely a lot on the run game, it seems like.
Yep, I agree. I think the run game is going to have to just be the key in our offense, which it already basically is. But it's going to be like the forefront now. As we've already lost our tight ends too, like the passing game just keeps getting cut down.
It does. And Lacoste didn't get anything that last game.
No, they didn't hardly throw to him at all.
I don't think they threw at him at all.
That's what I mean.
Not hardly. Never.
Oh. Well, they must have thrown him in as blocking a lot then. Which it would show, considering how good our run game was. Philip Lindsay, Offensive Player of the Week.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't look.
I shared it on the page. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Good.
Mm-hmm. Offensive Player of the Week. And,
he's not the FedEx ground, did he? Did he get that?
I don't know yet. He should have.
I voted for him on that.
He should have got that. He's 4th in rushing yards, and he's 1st in the AFC for running backs.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, Kareem Hunt's no longer in the picture.
Kareem Hunt, Melvin Gordon, and now James Conner's going to miss. So he's just going to rise above them, too. His only competition at this point, yardage-wise, is Gurley, Gurley, Elliott, and Barkley. Yep. And Barkley's the only thing standing in his way of basically getting Offensive Rookie of the Year, to be honest.
Undrafted.
That should be enough to boast him into the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Just the fact that he was undrafted. Like, everything was working against that kid.
Uh-huh.
He's definitely going to be a candidate, for sure. He should be. But, anyway, let's talk about that Cincy game, huh?
Yes, let's talk.
As we kind of already did, I guess. He killed it.
Yeah, he killed it. He killed it. Sutton had some good catches on his belt, too. Like that one in the end zone. Man, oh, man.
Oh, that was on You Got Mossed.
Was it really?
Yeah, he got put on You Got Mossed.
Nice.
Dude, Sutton is doing so good. And they were talking about him being a bust.
Yeah, Cortland Bustin.
Stupid.
Yeah, so stupid.
Because he's clearly shown that he's a capable number 1 receiver even. And I love it. He's young. Such a good draft class this year. Like, everybody's shown up.
Rolls Royce, he had that injury. I would like to see him perform a little bit more now.
I'd like to see them put him in more. I think they're just so high on Lindsay right now that they're just...
I don't blame him on that. But
when it comes to
if it's anything to say is maybe put Royce Freeman on a third down situation or short situations where he can bulldoze himself in there.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Lindsay's a little bit scary because he's a quick small guy. Trying to get those few little extra yards to get the first down,
I feel like you're right. Like, Royce is definitely more for, 3rd and 1 or 3rd and goal.
Yeah.
He's your goal line guy. He's your...
But Philip Lindsay has kind of proved us wrong on that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, just on right at the goal line, what his decision making, like it showed just in that Cincy game where the route he was going to take got blocked. Instantaneously saw the one open and cut like an.
They said he cuts like nobody else.
Yeah, that cut was great, and he goes right in. And so maybe we're wrong on that. I don't know. Maybe they're actually putting the right person in there. And actually, he
came through on third down.
Well, yeah, he smacked Perfect pretty good because when he went down to get that one,
Perfect got up hurt.
Perfect's shoulder, and he got up all.
I just think that Royce is a better at like taking like initial contact and keeps going.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you put the two of them, Lindsey's more likely to get hit on first contact and stay down, unlike Royce. Right. Not every time, but I just think Royce has more of a chance to stay up and keep moving.
Well, like with Lindsey, he's going so fast that any hit really will tumble him, kind of thing. But then again, he has got good reflexes to get himself back up if he kind of can. You know?
This kid's just so good. I love that. I love that kid.
I know.
I love watching him play, and everybody's just talking about him. I love it. He deserves it. He deserves to be talked about, man.
Yeah. I love the story of him too. I just love how he's just native.
Yeah. Defense played a big key in this game too. Defense came through big time, shut down a lot of key plays, and just shut down drives real quick.
There's another one, the rookie Chubb getting a strip sack.
Oh yeah, and he recovered it too.
He recovered it.
I forgot about that.
Right at that ending to seal the deal. Like, I mean, there was really not much hope for them, but there was kind of. Sealed the deal right then and there.
Good old Chubby. Didn't we get like four sacks in that game?
Shelby Harris got one.
And a half.
And
1.5 for Shelby.
Did Von Miller get 1.5
1.5 too? Because Shelby Harris and him came in on.
So 4. That'd make it 4 because Bradley Chubb got that last one.
Oh yeah.
I know.
God, I love seeing the pass rush kind of come through
and
now.
Justin Simmons got a interception.
Yep. Shelby Harris is a guy that's I've always thought highly of him, and he's starting to like really show in these last couple weeks that his presence is.
Oh yeah,
he's
breaking through that line. He even rose his hand and everything. I'm coming.
Yeah, he was just like blocking, and was it? Yeah, okay, the penalties. The dumb penalties. They called a face mask penalty on Vaughn. He manhandled that guy.
Best place to put your hand. I mean, like, there's like, no other place you
should
put
it. He put it right in the shoulder pad.
Right in there.
But he had one hand out, remember? And he just shoved the guy. And the guy, big 300-pound dude.
I know.
Just flat on his ass.
And then hands to the face somehow. I don't know.
And then there's two other ones, but it didn't matter anyway because...
I can't remember the other two. They were really dumb.
Not to say that every call on Cincinnati was good either. It was just bad officiating. It was bad officiating all week. I saw some other games where the officiating was very questionable.
Yeah.
So it was just a bad week for officiating. But I'm glad we came out on the positive end of that. So looking forward here, let's talk about San Francisco. What are we thinking? It's in San Francisco.
Yay. Like, I can't just say that and then that obviously they just spank us because that's happened when we played the Jets.
Well, and we're injury plagued. That's my issue.
Yeah, well, same with the 49ers.
Yeah.
I mean, their superstar has been out the whole season, and look at their record. Look at what it's shown. So, and everybody has been pretty much beaten on them, except for the Raiders. And we had a tough time with the Raiders, and San Francisco kind of pounded on the Raiders. We'll see, but how the defense is shutting down the offense pretty well the later part of the season now, I don't think they really can go much anywhere. It's going to be low scoring probably.
I definitely like the fact that we're playing against a young quarterback as far as having those pass rushers come in. And all you got to do is, when it comes to young quarterbacks, you just really got to disrupt them, and then you're good to go.
I mean, Jeff Driscoll had not a game at all.
Once he started getting hit? It was done.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
he was looking kind of sharp, actually, on a couple of things. Like, one more point.
Overthrown a lot,
one more point. That punter is bomb. He had 5 pinned in the 20.
Yeah.
That's good.
They gave him a game ball.
Yeah. That made me think of that.
The Lion and Lindsey got a ball, and he did.
And there was one other one. Oh, Pecco.
Yep, Pecco got one.
Because Pecco for coming back home and beating Cincy.
Yeah.
But still, like, that kicker, Wadman, right?
I can't remember.
I think that's Pizza Boy.
Pizza Boy.
But he's good. Anyway, back to San Francisco.
I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think there'll be a good difference between the scores. They're going to be low enough. Obviously, Emmanuel Sanders out is going to affect it a little bit. Even though you got to think too, he didn't do much.
He didn't hardly do anything.
Yeah, last game. So I mean, if we just keep it up how it's been doing, we won't really miss him. Even Chris Harris Jr. said, like, I mean, the secondary is good enough. Like,
and that's another big thing too. I will say I'm glad we brought in Brandon Langley. I said that last week, and we didn't see much of him this time. We're gonna see him this week. There's no doubt in my mind. We picked up another corner off waivers. I don't remember who it was. It was a Cardinals guy. The name is escaping me.
I don't know. I would say though, like, I think most of them are playing their hearts out and playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
There's one person in particular you need to step it up. I've seen so many flaws with him this year, and that's Roby.
Yep. And now he really needs to step up.
Yeah, Roby. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Just like most of those, the biggest plays the opponent has gotten on the Broncos is a receiver that's on Roby.
Yeah, he's surrendered a lot of big plays.
One, that only touchdown that the Bengals got. There's a lot of them back.
Roby will surprise me too.
Yeah, no, he'll really surprise me too sometimes.
He'll come in clutch.
You can definitely tell he is not a man-to-man.
Well, he's not the guy that we've thought he was going to be. Like, I don't know if it was just because he was always lining up on the third receiver or what it was, but yeah, he's definitely not like a number 2, number 1 type, unless you're running like a good zone. You're right, he's not man-to-man.
No, not at all. And then the what really bugged me about it too is just how he kind of gave up tackling that guy in the Bengals.
Yeah, well, we've seen that a couple times too.
He just, was all. What are you doing?
I'm just looking up the injury report.
Oh.
But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, it's the only one person really on the team that I'm like, play better. Like, I get after the coaches a lot for you guys, but you are actually, this is you.
Yeah.
You're doing this. Tremaine Brock still out?
Well, this is from last week, so that's what I wanted to know is if Tremaine Brock was going to play, because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like,
is Justy Jules still good? Is he good?
See, that's not updated to the hang on, let me see if I can find a. There we go.
Anyways, next game.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Brock didn't practice.
Emmanuel Sanders out.
Jewel full participation,
okay,
so that's good.
Wolf.
Marshall limited practice.
Participate.
We know he's done.
Cortland Sutton had an ankle, but
full
he's full participation.
Oh yeah, Derek Wolf in rib injury.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So key matchups in this one. We already pretty much said it, but without saying the team, and that's, I think, just utilizing that run game as much as possible with them, and then surprise them with Cortland Sutton, because that works. Mm-hmm. That has worked a bunch of times, and if you just almost lob that to that guy,
dude, he's got such a good turnaround back shoulder.
Yeah, like
his back shoulder receptions are so perfect.
Yeah,
he has great ball awareness. I'm gonna put the matchup this week on Deshaun Hamilton to step up and just be that second guy. Like, this is the other guy we drafted. Like, and he's been here the whole time. He's always out there. You don't see him get a lot of receptions. He doesn't get a lot of targets either.
Right.
He did earlier in the season, but not so much toward the end here. But now it's his time to step up and show why he's on this team, why he's the number 3, because now he's the number 3, and now he's got to be the number 2.
Yep.
So I want to see more out of him. He's very much like an Emmanuel Sanders, the way he's built. So we can put him exactly in the same spot that we've been putting Emmanuel and play those gadget plays where he runs back, do stuff like that. That's another thing I want to see, though. I want to see some more creativity on the offense. I want to see some, like, some screen passes to Lindsey or some, crossing routes, some hitch routes, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I liked what they did kind of in the beginning too. It's just sneak a couple of like trick plays up your sleeve, just completely throw them off.
They've kind of been trickling back in more these last couple weeks,
right.
But I want to see it in its full now, because we tried some of these gadget plays with Sanders running in the back, and they're kind of catching on to that. But I'm just saying these are things that you can run with Hamilton. Like Hamilton is definitely built that way. I'm just wondering who our third guy is going to be. I guess it's going to be River Craycraft. Oh, Tim Patrick. Duh.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Oh, now I'm all right. I forgot about Tim Patrick. We're good. We're fine. I love Sanders, and I'm not glad he's hurt. But Tim Patrick, he's going to step up just fine as that third receiver.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh, we are good. We're good.
Tight end spot scares me a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
They didn't throw it all to Lacoste, and he did look good on the Steelers game, though.
But it's good to know that he can do that.
Key matchup, defense, yes. Key matchup on defense. Who is their weapon?
Linebackers.
On offense.
Linebackers need to stop Beretta. Beretta is
I thought Beretta was injured.
Is he?
Yes, his ankle did not participate, so he might be out. He may be out.
I hope not. I have him on my fantasy. No.
Well, it doesn't. On which one? OG.
Other one. OG.
Oh.
Well, I guess I didn't know that he was.
So, I guess that one's a standby. But yeah, if it was, yes, it's the run stop. But
not on the first. I think our D line does okay, but if they get past the D line, that's where we start having issues. These linebackers are not positioned right to just make that instant stop. They're always getting us for 5, 6, 7 yards at a time.
So I would say, yeah, you're probably right with the linebackers. Actually, also key matchup too is the fact that Chris Harris Jr. is out. I want to see that. I want to see what those secondaries can do without.
Yeah, we got to see Yadam step up. Yadam needs to step up. Langley needs to step up.
See, those two guys are more what I worry about. I mean, I'm okay with their safeties. Their safeties are key. They're bomb.
And Roby, they all need to step up.
Roby definitely needs to step up. I mean, if he's going to be that main guy now, he's the oldest one out there. Mm-hmm. He's going to have to step up. He's been slumping this whole year.
Yeah. One thing we were saying last week that we can see too is if you throw Will Parks out there as a safety, keep Darian Stewart in, then you can pull in Justin Simmons to play some like nickel corner, and he's good on the coverage. He can play good coverage. We've seen him get burned a couple times, but he's definitely a tighter coverage than some cases. Sewell Cravens, I mean he can do the same, but he hasn't done it nearly as well as Parks or Simmons. Because you do the same with Parks. Parks can play some coverage too. We've seen Parks.
I love Parks.
Parks is a freaking. He's earned a spot on this team as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
In the long term.
Yep. So, I think that's the ordeal. I would like to kind of shout out to saying the play calling has been a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
The defense has been a lot better. We were wanting Joe Woods' head for a good while because there was just really. It just didn't look good. And no disguise. Yeah, I know, I understand. But it has changed.
At least it's got better.
More.
Yeah, I'd rather see it get better than see it get worse.
Yeah, and that's the case of. I mean, obviously, yes, the players have completely have to do with the turnover ratio, but they've been playing good enough schemes to stop it. Oh. The scheme, I would say, a lot of the turnovers too were. Like the Steelers ones, yeah, they're definitely, it was the player, not the schemes. But this last game, I would say the difference.
You could see it getting set up better.
Yeah, set up better. Justin Simmons was in the right spot for that interception. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I just think it just looks a lot better.
It's at least a lot cleaner. Mm-hmm. For sure.
I guess that could be being Jeff Driscoll, not obviously being a stout quarterback.
We'll
and
see how this
where
works
he
this week,
needs to
too.
throw it a lot, but. Well, there's no stout quarterback on here much either.
Yeah. One thing also real quick to point out is just as this year's rolling on, more and more big name coaching candidates are coming to light.
Yeah.
And I don't care if Vance makes it to the end undefeated. If we get to the playoffs, I don't care. Vance needs to go. You can make Vance a D coordinator. I don't care.
Yeah.
He does not need to be head coach. We got guys like, here's some names just that have been rolling around out there. Mike McCarthy, Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer, Lincoln Riley, Josh McDaniels, who's not coming to Denver. Yeah. But that's just another name that's out there. Well, there was one other one. And then possibly John Harbaugh.
Possibly, but Ravens are starting to look pretty.
Yeah,
good,
but if they miss the playoffs, I could see it happening.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's beat them out and then bring in John Harbaugh.
Because we're gonna have a big coaching talk if there's a lot of guys out there, and then if Vance gets relieved of duty.
I almost could see them relieving his duty, but also keeping him somehow.
Vance. We'll see.
Because he's a player's coach. Everybody likes him on that team.
But it's all up to the coach that comes in if they want to keep him or not.
Yeah, I guess.
The coach is the one that makes his staff.
I'd say it if it was a player's coach, if they really do like him, but he's just obviously not that head guy.
And he could be a good coordinator. This is probably good for him too, as far as his career goes. Like as far as these last few winning games, winning these last games and possibly winning out and possibly making the playoffs. Even if we fire him, it's still good for him going forward. If because he'll have job opportunities waiting for him. Oh, this guy's a head coach, and he had a blah 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 record and went to the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's just not ready to be a head coach. He needs to stay as D coordinator for a while. Picks?
Yeah.
All right, let's pick them. You first, me first.
I'll go first. Jags at Titans. I'm not gonna watch this game. Jags surprisingly beat the Colts, and I picked the Colts. I thought they were going to stomp all over them. Shut them out. 6-0. Very boring game, that is. Titans, though. It's going to be at home. Titans have a, little glimmer of hope of the playoffs, so I might be playing their little Titan hearts out.
I'm going to pick the Titans, too, because of Cody Kessler. I don't think he's going to be able to match up against that defense of Tennessee's on the road. So, they only scored 6 points in that other game. This is all defense that held them up to keep that score low or to keep them in that game. So, but I'm gonna take Tennessee. Carolina at Cleveland. I'm actually gonna take Cleveland in this one. It's in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield's been playing so good. Like last week, he had a couple turnovers, but he's still he had like 400 yards. Kid plays great. Carolina's falling to pieces too.
Yeah, they are.
So and they just had a bunch of coaching changes. So I'm gonna take Cleveland in this one.
I'm going with the Panthers just for a full round team. They have been in a big slump right now, and I understand that. But I don't know. I really don't have. It's more of a gut feeling on this one, but I'm just gonna say Carolina's gonna finally squeak out a win here.
Okay.
Ravens at Chiefs. I would love to see the Ravens beat the Chiefs. But I think Chiefs are a pretty good team. So and they're the dominant in the AFC right now. So I think they're gonna roll over Ravens, which is in our favor, kind of good. Yeah. Since that brings them down. Since we could almost maybe get a wild card spot. Since
I would love to see
Steelers still have this.
We can catch Baltimore. We can't catch Kansas City.
Right. But in all, I think Chiefs will win the game.
I do too. I'm gonna go Kansas City as well. Obviously, I do think it might be a close game though. Maybe one of the lesser scoring, high scoring games for
defense.
Kansas City. Yeah, but it is in KC, so we'll see what happens. Indianapolis at Houston. I'm gonna go with a hot Houston team coming at home against an Indianapolis team that came off a bad loss. Houston.
Yeah, I didn't have any second thoughts on this one. I think Texans, they are hot, and they spanked the Browns, and Browns aren't looking too bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna say Houston's gonna take that one. Patriots at the Dolphins. This could go either way because Patriots, for some reason, have problems with the Dolphins at home, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Patriots are looking sloppy this year too.
Yeah, they are looking sloppy, but
they're not like the Patriots of old.
They're gonna go.
I know. I'm taking New England as well. They they're the dominant team in that division, and they could still take that top spot from Kansas City. They have the tiebreaker on them, so if at any point Kansas City loses, they would move up into that top spot if they keep winning. So they know that they're gonna win this one. Giants at Redskins. Redskins are on their third quarterback, and that third quarterback is Mark Sanchez. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Giants in this one.
I agreed with it. The whole injury ordeal with Redskins right now. I mean, it's at home, don't matter. Giants had one heck of a win against the Bears. I know Trubisky wasn't in there, but still, it was headbutt to
It's
the
still
end
the same
right
defense
there.
they're playing
Yeah.
against.
And Saquon Barkley, their secret weapon. You got Odell Beckham. I think they're going to win handily with the Redskins, to be honest. Saints at Bucks. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a pretty close game.
The Bucks like to challenge.
I know. It's weird.
They don't have a terrible record actually either. They're kind of like us.
Yeah, but they've the losses they had. You're like, damn, seriously?
Yeah.
Saints coming off a pretty bad, low-scoring loss. I think Breeze is out to get people's heads now, so I'm gonna go with Saints.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the Saints in a back-to-back loss.
Yeah.
That, like you said, bad loss. They're coming in. They get 10 days off. I'm going to go New Orleans in this one. Falcons at Packers. Packers just fired their head coach. God, we've seen this, though, where the head coach goes and then the team just goes off and it's just amazing. But because of that, I'm going to still take Atlanta. They're the team that's functioning as far as coaching staff.
Yeah, they're not functioning very well.
No, they're not, but Green Bay is not either. They just lost to Arizona.
No.
I'm going to take Atlanta in this one.
See, I'm going different with this one. I think Green Bay is... I think that one put a fire right under their asses.
That's what I'm saying. I think that can go either way.
I think Aaron Rodgers is pissed with that one. And I think he's going to come out with a vengeance this next time. Green Bay, at home. Falcons, I don't know. They're just not performing at all. I mean, yeah, they've had some wins here and there, but they're 4-8.
Yeah,
they're not a good team anymore.
Matt Ryan's top 5 passing yards.
Still, everything else ain't clicking then.
No, but I'm just saying he can throw on them.
So can Aaron Rodgers. That's the thing. Jets at Bills. Probably no. I'm not watching this game. Bills though. Bills have figured out something this year. I thought they were going to probably be the worst team.
You know what that is? Josh Allen.
Yeah. Well, they didn't start Josh Allen, and then they started him. And yeah, he looks pretty good, and then he got injured, and then they went down. So this whole team is just like he's carrying them, and that's it. Like if he's done, they're completely just the worst team.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going with the Bills because Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills too for the same reason. Pretty much all I can say about that. Bengals at Chargers. Got to be the Chargers.
Yeah.
After what we did to Cincinnati, you know Phillip Rivers is going to bring his A game. They're eyeing that. They could dethrone Kansas City at if they can match up those records and then beat Kansas City. I guess it would come down to divisional, and Kansas City probably get that one, but they still have a chance. They have a chance to take the division. So I'm gonna take Chargers.
I am going to take the Chargers as well. Bengals are poopy, and Chargers just beat the Steelers.
In a very good game.
Yeah, a very good game. At Chargers, like that matters, but still, Phillip Rivers over Driscoll. Yeah. Eagles at Cowboys. I could see this being a very good game. Divisional game. Eagles aren't looking the best, but they're bouting at a playoff spot too. They're 6-6. Cowboys are looking pretty good lately. This whole ending season, they've actually started to click.
This might actually be a really good game.
That Van Der Esch kid, man, that was a good draft pick.
Yeah.
I didn't know at first when they did pick him, but that came out to.
It's turning out real good.
Yeah,
for him.
it is. I think all in all, though, Cowboys will take it.
You got the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I'm going the other side. I'm taking Philadelphia. Defending champs, they're starting to get things rolling a little bit. But like you said, Dallas is too. So that's why this is going to be a really good game. A divisional game. It's in Dallas. So that's an edge to Dallas on that factor. What? Fart.
Yeah.
But
Oof.
I'm going to take Philadelphia. I'm taking Philly. Detroit at Arizona. Boy.
You missed one.
Me?
Yeah, Steelers, Raiders.
No, that's my next one. Oh, I did. You're right. I did skip that. Steelers at Raiders. Okay, I'll go there. I'm going to go, let's see. Pittsburgh. Tough one.
Yeah.
Against Oakland.
Even
Yeah.
at the Coliseum or wherever they call it. What is it?
Damn, they had three in a row against AFC West.
I know, that's funny.
And they lost 2 of them.
Well, they've lost 3 of them, actually.
But 2 in a row.
Okay, Steelers too. There's no question about it. I don't even have really any rhyme or reason for it.
Okay.
Lions at Cardinals. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a toss-up.
This is a toss-up. Cardinals came off with a good win. Now they're at home. They might feel a little good, but I all around, I think the Lions should be able to take it.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit too. It's just I have no reason to why I picked either of these teams. I pretended to write them both down, and I was like, I just felt bad about both of them, so I just picked the Lions. Rams at Bears. This is gonna be a good game right here. This is Sunday Night Football right here.
This is like top offense, top defense.
Yeah,
game.
yeah, it is. It's gonna be good. And Trubisky should be back for this one if I'm not mistaken. I'm still gonna go with the Rams though because they've given me no reason to doubt them. Yeah, gotta take them Rams.
I agree. Rams got that loss, like I was saying. They did finally, and it was the Saints. I'm going to say Rams probably could take it to the house now till the playoffs.
Yeah, that monkey's off their back.
Vikings at Seahawks, probably one of the best games this week.
This was a tough one for me.
This is a very tough one.
They're,
No matter how much I want the Vikings to win this game, I don't see them clicking as well as Seahawks have been clicking now.
that's true.
They are, I mean, this is home. Seahawks at home is a very tough place to play. I think Seahawks will take this one. They beat the Carolina. They've beaten a lot of good teams, so.
Yeah, like I said, there's a toss-up for me, but I'm going to take Minnesota in this one. The reason being, I like the matchup between Minnesota's defense against Seattle's offense as opposed to I don't like Seattle's defense against Minnesota's offense. Like I just think Minnesota has a better chance of scoring against Seattle than Seattle has against scoring against Minnesota. That's the way I broke it down. And then we're going to close her out with our last one. That is Broncos
49
at 49ers, and you know who we're taking.
Yippers at
Ya boys.
Stadium.
Yeah, the return.
Yeah.
The return to this.
Yeah, is that the this?
This. Yeah, I didn't even think. I forgot I was wearing that. There's San Francisco right there.
Yeah.
We're going to be back.
Yeah, back.
You know they're going to be talking about that, too. The last time they were here.
It was a Super Bowl. Is that really? We haven't been there since even preseason?
Maybe.
Okay. Regular season game, yeah, we have not been there since.
Dinkelberg! I just saw it right there.
Okay. I think we can end this off now.
We can. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Check us out on Facebook. Like us, subscribe, share, and have a great week.
He didn't say my fart was stinky. Did you smell it?